Hello. Hi, Farouk. Hello, Che. Hi, Kemi. How are you guys doing today? How are you doing today? All right. I would like to hear from somebody before we commence, okay? Hello, Kemi, how are you? Kindly confirm you can hear me, please.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
can
can
hear
hear you.
you.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Hi, Kemi.
Hi, Chinyere. I'm fine. How you doing?
All right. I'm fine, thank you. And how are you too?
I'm okay.
And how is the weather?
Cold.
Oh, so where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from UK.
Okay, okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's it, right? Just get yourself covered with your winter coat, okay?
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing that.
Yes, because we really do care. We don't want to catch a cold. All
Thank you
right,
very much. Yeah,
you're welcome. All right, nice having you here. Hi,
nice to meet you.
Adeni. Hello, Adeni. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
All right. Good evening. How are you today?
Yes, very well, thank you. Yeah.
All right, awesome, awesome. So where are you joining us from?
From Wolverhampton, UK.
Okay, all right.
Thanks.
Nice having you here. I mean, I always have this excitement whenever I have the opportunity to talk to wonderful people. I mean, I get to meet new people. There is this tingling of excitement going on around me, okay? And it's very, very contagious, okay? So get ready, you're going to contact it. Okay, so once again, welcome Ademi. Hello, Uche.
I can hear you, Chinyere. I can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome. I love that. So how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Okay, okay. Nice to have you here. So where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you guys from UK here.
Okay, okay, okay. That's good. That's good. And how is the weather over there? Is it different from what Kemi is experiencing, or is it the same?
Well, I can't really say what the weather is outside, but I think the weather is okay because I've been
Okay.
indoors. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Nice having each and every one of you here. And it's always a pleasure, like I said, for me to get the opportunity to talk to people like you, wonderful set of guys that are ready to learn and ready to add more to whatever they already have inside of them. So, once again, I say a very big welcome, 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 welcome to each and every one of you. So, a little bit of an introduction of the person you are hearing her voice. My name is Chinyere Wigwe, okay? But because you're my friend, all right, I go by the name Chichi. So yes, you can call me Chichi. I mean, it's way easier to pronounce, right? So yes, the data program lead here at Amdari. So I'll be sharing. That's just a little bit about me. Okay, you will still get to know more about me later on. All right. But for the meantime, just know that this is the voice. You're just hearing the voice of Chichi. All right. I'll be the one facilitating the session, hosting the session. And guys, my session is always interactive. Okay. It's not a one-way thing. I want to ensure that you are getting me and I'm as well getting you. Okay. So we are going to be learning quite a deep theme. We are going to be unveiling a very, very deep insight today. At the end of today's session, believe you me, you're going to go over changed. All right. So if you are still here with me, I need a thumbs up, guys. I need a thumbs up. If you are still here with me, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right. Ranjit, I want to believe that is a thumbs up. Okay, I want to believe that's a thumbs up that you meant there. Awesome, awesome. Okay, confirm you can see my screen, please. Can you see my screen? Good, 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 good. All right, just a moment. I want to stop this. Okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, guys. So the topic that we are going to be treating today is how immigrants with zero CS background are landing high salary data jobs in the UK. Okay, how immigrants with zero CS background are landing high salary data jobs in the UK. So now, before I continue, I want to first of all ask the question, which is, how many of you are into data already? Maybe you've done any training on data, or you have interest in it or something. I need a thumbs up if you've done any training on data. All right, thank you very much, Akia. Thank you, Ranjit. Thank you, Farouk. Thank you, Che. All right. And I have a Femena here. That's interesting. Thank you, Mutiu. Okay, okay, okay. Awesome. That's it, right? We are going to be talking about, now you've done the training, but you are yet to get the job. So what are others doing that made them got the job and you are yet to get the job? So we are going to be exposing all that today. All right. You're going to be exposing all that today. We are going to be seeing the secrets behind them getting a job and them still being in the UK and them enjoying their jobs and also enjoying the high salary that is in it. As you already know, they'll say that data is the new oil money, correct? Data is the new oil, right? Please, if you are in agreement with what I just said now, I need a thumbs up. Okay, thank you very much, Adeni. Thank you, Ranjit. Yes. So they are applying exactly. There is something that they are doing that you are yet to do, either because you do not know you're supposed to do it, or because you're not in the right position to do them, or something. All right. Well, I believe that before we end this session, we are going to be seeing all these things. We are going to be exposed to all of that. Kindly confirm you can still hear me, guys. All right, all right. Thank you very much. Awesome. So, who is hosting this wonderful session for us? I mean, who brought up this session for us? Under which platform are we doing this great session on? It is Amdari, okay? And what does Amdari do? What is Amdari into? All right. So some of you have done the training, while some are yet to, either self-taught or you watched YouTube videos, you did some other stuff, right? And then, but you are applying for job, okay? But you're not getting it. You're not getting that yes. Remember, it's just only one yes that we need here, right? Guys, it's only one yes that we need, correct? So you are yet to get that one yes. All the time you are getting unfortunately. Now, Amdari looked into this very pain. Okay, the co-founders of Amdari looked into this very pain and asked themselves, how are we going to help the situation? Because guys, as you already know, the market out there is crazy. It's a wild dog. It's a very, very wild dog. So Amdari jumps into the picture, or the co-founders thought about what are they going to do to help not just Africans this time around, but every other person. Thankfully, you can see, I mean, all around the world. This is global. Amdari movement is global. Okay. So they now asked, how are we going to get this done? Okay. Please confirm you can hear me. Can you hear me? All right, awesome. So they now asked, how are we going to bridge the gap between what you've learned and the experience that you need before you get the job? Now, I don't know how many of you have done any interview. If you've done any interview, I need a thumbs up. If you've done any interview before now, I need a thumbs up. Any interview. I mean, it doesn't matter either on data or if you have a thumbs down, that's fine. If you have not, a thumbs down. That's why we are here. All right. Thank you very much, Ranjit. And oh, good, good, good. So now, okay, thank you, Mutiu. All right. So now here's the thing, right? What they will ask you is, you said you listed out all those tools that you've used there, right? How did you use them? Tell us a place where you used them. All right. Give us, prove to us that you used them. So that is what Amdari does. Okay. That is what Amdari does. You've done the training, but you need the experience. So Amdari bridges the gap. Okay. They build the bridge between what you've learned and the experience that you need by providing you with real life projects, real life business projects, okay? Business problems, I mean, that you work on, okay? That you work on that will give you that real business experience. And believe you me, when you have all this experience, you can be able to stand out, right? You can be able to talk with confidence and with assurance that you know what you're saying. So yes, guys, that's what Amdari does. We are still going to know more about Amdari later on, okay? So let's move on from that. Okay, so the person you are hearing her voice is Chinyere, like I explained earlier on, but I go by the name Chichi, okay? That's fine, all right? I'm a core data engineer, all right? However, I started my data journey as a data analyst, then out of inquisitive, just out of curiosity, I just wanted to know more about data. I just wanted to know more, where is this data coming from and what have you. That was how I transitioned into data engineering, but I'm still into data analytics, okay? And I have over 5 years of work experience in the data field generally, okay? We have worked with fintech and healthcare. And also, it is not just about working in these places. I have tried to impact in them positively. Remember, the data that I, as a data engineer, is extracted is very, very important for decision making. So I ensure that the right tools are used so that we'll be able to get the right information at the end. Okay, so, and my mission here, currently I'm the data program lead here at Amdari. Okay, like I said earlier on, I started as a specialist, data engineering specialist, all right, before I was promoted to the data program lead. Okay, and within this period of time, I've helped to train people, all right, guide people actually on how to have that real world experience that they need to get jobs out there. Okay, so that's it about me. You can, I mean, we are still going to share this this PDF file with you so that you go back to all the things that I've said so far. Okay, so are you guys still here with me? Please, I need a thumbs up. I need a thumbs up. Are you still here with me? All right, thank you, Ranjit. Thank you, Farouk. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So what are we going to be doing here today? What are we going to be discussing today? What are we going to be exposing today? We are going to be seeing the booming demand for data talent. Now, before we started, I asked a question, which was, how many of you have done the training on data? A lot of you raised up your hand, which is fantastic, but you are yet to get the job, or there is something that you need, and that is why you are here, okay? So the booming demand for data talent, okay? And we are going to be talking about how to navigate this very path, okay? And remember our topic, how immigrants get this job, even without the CS degree. CS degree is computer science degrees, okay? That's just the CS there, all right? So even without those, I mean, even without the certificates, people are getting jobs, okay? People are getting jobs, and that is what we are here to discuss, okay? So then we are going to be talking about the proof of competence. Competence, okay? We are going to be talking about the competence framework, how it works, how this whole thing how this whole things are going to help you get this job. That is the bottom line, right? So, and then We now have the Amdari Work Experience Internship, where I'm going to be talking more about how the whole thing works, okay? And for those that are going to be staying till the end, you have a special offer for you. We have something special for you, okay? So ensure you are here till the end, all right? Ensure you are here till the end, okay? So once again, guys, you all are welcome. You all are welcome. So let me ask again. We are going to take it this way. If you did your training in data engineering, I need a 1. Sorry, I'm going to be partial this time around, okay? I'll be calling the data engineers first. So if you did your training in data engineering, I need 1. Just go ahead and write 1, okay? Just go ahead and write 1. And if you did, I'm going to be checking the charts. I'm going to be checking the charts. Okay, so please go ahead and write 1 if you did your training in data engineering, either self-taught or you attended session somewhere, okay, either physical or remote. All right, so I need a 1 if you did data engineering. I need a 2 if you did data analytics, okay, or even if you are still doing, all right. I need a 2 if you are in data analytics. I need a 3 if you are in data science. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Farouk. Thank you, Ranjit. All right, thank you, Rihan. Thank you. Rihan is in data science. Okay, Presh is in data analytics. All right, so there is no data engineer here. Oh my word, oh my word. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, all right. So either of the data field is fine, okay? Either of the data field that you're currently in, it is fine, okay? You can get a job from any of them, okay? And people are getting jobs in data analytics, data science, data engineering, all right? So it is possible. You can do it. You can get a job. That is why you are here. Now, I know that the question going on in your mind right now is CS degree mandatory? Must I have a CS degree before I'll get a job as a data person or as a data professional? That's the big question. No, so now I am asking you guys, I need someone to unmute themselves and respond, okay? Hello, Rihan. Hi, Rihan, are you there? Okay. I'm not sure Rihan is here. Okay, let's go with someone else. Hello, Farouk. Oh, okay, oh, okay, oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So you can go ahead and type it. Okay. Do you think someone that does not have a CS degree cannot get a job? Do you think it is mandatory for someone to have a CS degree before they can get a job? All right. That's the question. Hi, Farouk. Please go ahead and unmute yourself. Do you think it's mandatory for someone to have a CS degree before they can get a job? Please, guys, remember I said that this session is going to be interactive, okay? The skills matters most mainly, not the degree. Oh, okay, okay. All right, let's do that. Okay, I think my facilitator needs to do that from her end. I can actually do it.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Absolutely, yes, I can.
All right, good evening, Chinyere. Thank you for the session so far. So regarding
Good
the
evening,
question you asked, whether someone needs to have a CS degree before they can get a job in data analytics, I don't think that is a valid reason for someone not to get a job. Irrespective of your background, I think you can get a tech skill or data analytics skills. What matters is for you to learn and adopt a new knowledge, because the CS is the knowledge you learn over time. So you can equally learn the data analytics skills over time if you put your mind into it. That's my take.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Thanks so much, Farouk. Do we have any other person that has a different opinion here? Do we have any other person that has a different opinion? If you do, I need a thumbs up. Like you think it's a mandatory that someone must have a CS degree before they can get a job as a data person or as a tech person. If you have a different opinion, I need a thumbs up. I mean, go ahead, please. Just indicate by either putting your hands up or a thumbs up so that you'll be unmuted to tell us why you think so. Okay. So do we all agree that without the without the CS certificates that you can still get a job as a tech person, as an IT personnel? Do we all agree? I need a thumbs up if we all agree. All right. Thank you very much, Farouk. I'm only seeing Farouk. Is it only Farouk that agrees with me? All right. Thank you, Adini. Awesome, 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 awesome. So yes. Okay, so the question is this. Is CS mandatory? Is CS degree mandatory for someone to have, to get a job as a data person or as a tech person? You need a computer science degree to work in data. We all have agreed that that's a lie, okay? Because in reality, what they need is the skill gap. And currently, guys, we are buying into the markets now. Currently, there is a significant digital skill gap. Okay? In as much as people are getting the job, they are getting this job, but there are people not getting the job. And why are they not getting this job? Some of them might feel like, oh, the job market is saturated, the data market is saturated, or the tech market is saturated. I can't get a job, this one, that one. I am here to convince you that there is a huge skill gap, all right? There is market out there for you. There is opportunity out there for you, all right? So, and why is there still this large lane, this large space of job vacancy in the UK? Reason is because of the skill gap. Okay, the skill gap. That is why you are not getting this job, guys. People that got the job, what did they do differently? That is what we are going to be talking about here. All right. So we all agree that CS degree is not mandatory. That without it, you can still get your job. Okay. Now, okay. Now I wouldn't want to click on this so that it doesn't take us out, but we can see this. These are the links that you can follow to show you all the things that I just said now. Okay, to prove to you that there is talent shortage out there. So there is still big vacancy for you out there. Okay, there is job vacancy for you out there. Okay, and reason is because they do not have the right experience. All right. So moving on, the UK data gap. Why zero CS is not a barrier? Why the CS whole thing is not a barrier? One is because there is talent shortage. All right. Even without the CS, there is talent shortage. Okay. UK industries like the fintech are facing massive data skills gap. Now, people that got this job was because they were able to fill the gap that these recruiters are looking for. That is why they were able to get the gap. They were able to get the job. All right. Now, and then the salary reality. Okay. The salary reality here is pretty much, like I said earlier on, I said we are looking for the oil money, which is data, right? Tech, basically, which is tech, right? It's the new oil well, okay, where you go to dig the oil and you get your money, right? But is there something to put in? Yes, there is a whole lot to put in before you can get this very oil well, or oil well. Okay. So another thing is that the visa advantage. All right. I've been in sessions where people talk about the challenges that they are currently facing, that they are about to be. I mean, we are all immigrants, right? In the UK, in the US, wherever you are. Some went for studies and then stayed behind to like get a job and all that, and they are at the verge of being disposed or taken out of the country because of job. Now imagine you getting this job. That will be a reason for you to stay behind. And the CS people that are getting this job, they do not have the CS certificates. All right. So all these things is to prove or are to prove that CS is not a barrier. It's not compulsory. It's not mandatory that you get it before you get your job. Okay. So now moving on. The truth about breaking in, the real path forward. Okay. Now, what are the things that you need to do? What are the things that you need to do in order to place yourself at the right path? What are the things that you need to do in order to place yourself at the right path? It's not about having the perfect degree, guys. It's not. Do not think because I came out with a first class or I have 1001 certification or certificates, or I know someone. Truly, networking is good, but sometimes knowing someone alone does not give you that job. Okay, there is something that is expected of you to have before you get the job. Okay, and then it's not just about luck. Okay, luck is fine. We are not going to eradicate the God factor there or the luck factor there. No, luck is still there. However, it's not just about it. All right. What the recruiters need or what these people that got the job had were one, a proof of competence. Okay, a proof of competence. They have demonstrable skills. Okay, they have a verified experience. All right, it does not matter where you were working before you transitioned. We have these transferable skills that you can use. All right, we have these transferable skills that you can use, and these are the things that the people that got the job were able to put in place before they kind of got shined out and became outstanding and they were able to get the job. Am I communicating, guys? Are we still here? Are we still here? If you're still with me, I need a thumbs up, guys. I need a thumbs up. All right. Thank you very much, Ranjit. Okay. Thank you, Kemi. Thank you, Adeola. Thank you, Che. Yes. All right. So these are the things that made them exceptional. These are the things that placed them there. All right. These are the things that made them outshine. Okay. So moving on. Now, the question you're asking yourself right now, I know some of you are actually asking yourself that question. The question isn't about, am I qualified? The question is, can I prove I am qualified? Please give me a thumbs up if that's the question. All right. Thank you very much, Gabriel. Yeah. Thank you. So that's the question, right? Can I prove that I am qualified? Can I show that I am qualified? Okay, fine, I'm good. I've done the training. I've done all this. I've done all that. Can I prove it? Do you have something to prove that you are qualified to get this job? So guys, that is what we are going to be dabbling into. That is what we are going to be going into. Jumping into in the next slide. Okay. So guys, you've seen the statistics, all right, to prove that there is job vacancy out there. There is opportunity there. Okay, opportunity still exists. But now, what exactly did the immigrants with zero CS background do differently that landed them this very job? Okay, so that's what we are going to be talking about. And you can see our soda man, all right, trying to soda something. So guys, can you see what he just did now? Can you see what he opened? Can you see what he opened? Please, I need a thumbs up if you felt it. Like you cannot wait to jump into it and start this very thing. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so that's it. That's it. You can see what he opened. He cracked the wall. Okay, he cracked the wall. He used the right instrument to crack the wall. Okay, and that is what we are going to be talking about here. So let's break down the actual formula that got them this job. I just said it, I just briefly talked about it, but what did they do in details? All right, what did they do in details that made them break out? Yes, that was a vault. Yeah, that's a vault. Okay, that's a vault. All right, and he was able to break it, and he saw the money, like he saw the cash bag. Okay, he saw the cash bag. And if you're able to break this wall, yes, Ranjit, exactly. Money haste, okay? So if you're able to break the formula, if you're able to work with the formula, if you're able to get the formula, believe you me, you're going to break this very vault, okay? You're going to do your own money haste and you break the vault, okay? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So how many of us are ready? How many of us are ready to do that? Please, I need a thumbs up if you're ready for that. Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, he did. He hit a bingo. Exactly. So, I mean, you can imagine how many years it would take him to pack the whole money in there, right? So now let's go ahead and break this formula. Let's go ahead and put our instrument together. What do we need in order to break this wall? What do we need in order to break this vault? Okay. So the skill gap. All right. The skill gap. We can see this lady here, right? You can see the lady here. And you can see the targets. So this is basically our vault. This is our cash bank. So what is it going, what is she going to do to get to this very point? Is she going to jump? Is she going to lie flat? Is she going to use a ladder? Thank you very much, Ranjit. Is she going to use a ladder? Is she going to jump? Is she going to use a parachute or whatever? So we are going to be talking about that now, okay? The skill and the degree. Okay, we already agreed that degree doesn't give you the job alone. You need the skill, okay? Skills is greater than the degree, okay? Employers prioritize skills over degrees. Oh, fantastic. You have this, you have that. Okay. Right. Okay, so you have master's degree, you have what have you? You have PhD, you have all that. They are fine, they are good, but that is not what they are looking for. Okay, guys, that is not what they are looking for. They are looking for skills. All right, they are looking for skills. As a data analyst, as a data analyst, or you want to come in and prove to me that you're a data analyst, right? So, what is your skill level? What have you done? That is the first question that they want to ask you. Now, remember when we started this program, I said, how many of you have attended an interview session? All right. Few raised up their hands and all that. Now, what did the recruiters ask? They asked for your skills. They asked for your experience level. And how do you prove that you have experience? By listing out the skills, right? So that is what we are going to be talking about, right? So now, as a data analyst, for some of you that that wrote to, as a data analyst, these are the things that you need in your buckets. Okay, these are the things that you need to check. These are the skills, core skills that you need to check. All right. Awesome, awesome. That's fantastic. So these are the skills that you need to check in order to call yourself a profound data analyst. And what are they? The Excel. Okay, Excel. You talk about Power BI for your dashboard and visualization, right? We talk about Tableau, all right, for your visualization. Talk about fabrics. I mean, for fabrics is not really compulsory now, but if you can learn it, that's fantastic. Now you talk about your SQL. Okay, these are the skills that you need as a data analyst. And above all, you talk about your storytelling lines. Okay, you must be a good storyteller in order to convince the stakeholders of any findings that you do. Am I communicating, guys? My data analyst, I need a thumbs up if what I just listed were the things that made sense to you. Okay, so as a data analyst, these are the core skills that you need. These were the core skills that people that got the job had. All right, these were the things that they did differently from every other person. Okay. All right, Henry, we might talk later on. Okay, we might talk later on. Okay, so I don't know, but yeah. So let's continue. Okay, guys. So these are the skills that you need in order to get yourself up there. Okay, these are the things that you need in order to be different from every other person. Okay, now as a data scientist, what are the tools that you need? What are the skills that you need? One, you need to know your cloud platforms. Talk about AWS, talk about Google Cloud Platform, talk about Azure. You need to know your platform. Okay, you need to know about your Google Colab. All right, you need to know your Python. It's very, very important. You need to know your SQL. You need to know your machine learning tools. All right, for my data science, am I communicating? Am I communicating, guys? I need a thumbs up if I have people that indicated data science. All right, awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, so these are the tools that they had that made them different. These are the things that they had that made them different. Okay, and you can see the jobs that they applied for, that they were able to apply for. Okay, the machine learning engineer. All right, yes, the forecasting analyst, they can be called big data analysts, they can be called computer vision engineers, they can be called many names. All right, so that's it for my data scientists. Now, people that got the job as data engineers, what were the skills that they had? People like us that got the job as data engineers, what did we do differently? What are the skills that we had that made us shine out, that made us clog the base? Okay, now we talk about Python. All right, we talk about SQL, we talk about snowflakes, that's your big data data warehouses. All right, talk about your Google Cloud platforms, you know your Azure, you can use them. You talk about your DBT, you talk about your GitHub platforms. Okay, you talk about PySpark, that's talking about Spark, Apache Spark, Apache Airflow, and all that. Mention them. Okay, so these are the skills that the data engineers had that made them exceptional. Am I still communicating, guys? Am I still communicating? I need a thumbs up if you're still here with me. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Abigail. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So these are the things that made them exceptional. Okay, all right. So these are the things that made them exceptional. Do not be scared. All right, do not be scared. I know the listing of the tools kind of looks scary. I think there was a comment here. Inside one head, of course. Okay, around it, you're very, very correct. The head is very, very powerful. It is very, very powerful. Okay, it's very, very powerful. And exactly, we've not used 1/4 of it. All right, it's just 5 to 10% that you've used. So you can see that you keep learning. Every day you keep learning. And reason is because your brain keeps expanding. Okay. So there is an adage that says that the eye kind of gets afraid when it sees all the things that it needs to do. So I know that's that's the stage you are right now. But do not be scared. Okay? Before you know what is happening, you see yourself using all those tools efficiently and effectively. Okay? You see yourself using them efficiently and effectively. So that's it for a data engineer. All right. So these are the things that I have used. Okay. So I'm talking out of experience. These are the things that I have used, and they are helpful. They, like, I would say every market day, there is a new tool out there. But if you know the basic ones, the core ones, which is the data science, sorry, the SQL and Python, then you can fly. All right. That's for data engineers and data analysts. I'm sorry, data scientists. Okay. Know your Python, know your SQL. All right. And then with every other tools that you need to know. With time, you see that you are fluent with all of them. Okay. So moving on, as an HR analyst and financial analyst, you need your Excel basically. Okay. You need your Excel. You know, you need to know how to interact with human. You need to know how to get data and work with human data and all that for the HR and finance. Now, let's say you are in the finance sector, not as a data analyst, but you're in the finance sector. All right. And then you now know how to use Excel. You don't know how to use Excel. You don't know how to use your SQL. Before you know it, you are going to find yourself as a financial analyst. Okay? Remember what I said earlier on. They used their transferable skills. It does not matter where they are coming from. All right? It doesn't matter where they are coming from. They used their transferable skills, and that is why they are able to get the job. Okay? So that is it for the data track. The skills that you need, the skills that needs to keep you out. That needs to put you out there. These were the skills that they had that put them out there. Are we still together, guys? Are we still together? All right. Awesome. 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 Okay. So moving on. The proof of competence. Remember, we are still talking about what did they do that made them different. What did they do that got them out there? Okay? What did they do exceptionally that kind of brought them out? So, proof of competence. Remember, I said that the recruiters need proof. They need you to tell them that I used these tools. We've listed out the tools, right? Now, the next thing is to show to them that you used them and you know how to use them. All right? So, what are the tools? All right? How do you prove that you are competent? How do you prove it? How do you prove it? One, demonstrating problem-solving skills. Those were the things that they showed out there. They demonstrated that they have problem-solving skills. Okay? Another thing is that they proved that they had hands-on experience using those tools. Okay? So when a recruiter is asking you questions, when they are interviewing you in an interview sector, what they want to hear is, this is what I did to solve a problem for the company where I am coming from. Am I communicating, guys? Am I communicating? Are we still here? Are we still here? Are we still here? All right. Thank you very much, Farouk. So yes, they don't want to bring you in so that you start causing problems for them. No, they are not out for that. That is not the reason why they want to bring you in. They want to bring you in based on the evidence that you gave to them or what you said, that you were able to use your problem-solving skills. You helped the company solve problems. Okay? You helped the company to solve problems. All right? So that is what they are looking out for. And that is what the people that got this job showed out there. All right? So Moving on, we now talk about the hands-on experience, practical real-world experience. Okay, practical real-world experience that they showed out there. All right. So, I'm going to be talking in details what this whole thing is all about. Okay, proving your value through action. Okay, showcase how you have tackled real world. That's the problem solving skills that we're talking about. You showcase to them how you were able to solve their problems, how you're able to solve the company's problem. Okay, you highlight to them how you break down complex problems, and then you were able to come up with creative solutions. Okay, you helped the company where you're coming from, still talking about solving problems. All right, they are not employing Kemi to come and add problem to them. No. Okay, they are not employing Ranjit to come and add problem to them. No, but rather to come and help them solve problems. And that is why they look out for that skill. Okay, remember the first one is about the your skills, your 2 skills. Okay, now the second one is the problem solving skills. All right, and the next one that we are going to be talking about is the hands-on experience. The hands-on experience. Now, you've listed out that, oh, I've used Excel before. Okay, I've used ML machine before. I mean, ML machine learning tools before. I've used Python before. All right, I used it to solve so and so problem. Okay, the company was having a down sales, and I used it to help the company solve the problem. And they were now having they now had 30% increase in revenue. That's how you solve the problem, right? Now, you just told us a story, but how would you prove that you did all those things? How are you going to prove that you did all those things? You can only do that by showing them the hands-on experience. Am I still communicating, guys? Am I still communicating? I need a thumbs up. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, how do you prove that? By having a hands-on experience. Now, let's meet Ene. So, Ene was she was an intern, or let's start from she was a student in the UK. All right. Before she got an interview, we are still going to talk about the things that she did before she got the interview. All right. She got an interview, and she went for the interview, and she sat for the interview. She had her interview, and she proved to the recruiters that she had what they need. Okay, that what is inside of her is what they need. The skills, the experience, and all that is what will add value to the company. All right. And now, Ene is working as a full-time data scientist. Now, mind you, what Ene did in her university is totally different. It has nothing to do with data. It has nothing to do with tech. Okay? So she does not have any CS degree on tech. Talking from my own end, I do not have any CS degree on tech. Okay, I studied a different entire, like my course of study was totally different. All right, but there was something that kept us out there. All right, which we've listed, and we are now on the part of hands-on experience. Now, what did Ene do differently? What did she do differently that made her get the job? Which we are going to be exposing here, all right? And you'll be learning from it. And I hope that you're going to put it into practice so that you come here and tell me, oh, Chichi, I've gotten this job. I got the job as a data analyst. I got the job as a data scientist. I got the job as a data engineer. Okay? So what did she do differently? Now, Ene interned with us here at Amdari. Okay, She completed her data science internship with Amdari in December 2024. Okay. And then she had her CV packaged to align with the internship that she did. Okay. She joined all the mentorship sessions and she got prepped for multiple interviews. Now, if you join Amdari as an intern, as a consultant, these are the benefits that you're going to be getting. All right. And also, she was out there. She kept on applying for jobs. She applied for jobs using the Amdari job board. Okay. Using the Amdari job board. And she tailored every application to her CV. All right. And eventually she got the job in April 2025. Okay. As a data scientist in a company in Germany, but she's in UK. All right. So she works fully remote. All right. She works remotely fully, like a full-time remote worker. So that is to tell you that destination or location is not a barrier as well. Okay. You can be in the UK and get a job as a data analyst, data scientist, or data engineer in any part of the world. All right. So now what did she do? Remember, we are talking about the hands-on experience, right? We are talking about the hands-on experience. Now, Ene had the opportunity of working in this very project. And this project is coming from the Amdari package. Okay? And this is a project for the data science. Now we have, like I said earlier on, what Amdari does, we give you real world business problems, okay, to work on. And we do not limit you to a particular sector. We work both in fintech, we work both in industries, industries like the fintech or financial industry. You work in construction industry, you work on projects from these different sectors. Okay. So in this very one is a construction company that Ene did a project on. Okay. And she actively participated in that very project. All right. So what was the problem that the company were having? The problem that they were having is that they had a high volatile due to poor schedule of weather. Now, this is about cement. All right. This is about cement. The cement ends up spoiling because of either it was too much, there was too much supply, or there was an undersupply. Okay. So our data scientists jumped into the project or into the problem to help solve it. Now, what were the problems that they had? Or what were the problems that they were trying to solve? Now, that's another thing. Backstory, guys. Another thing that we do here at Amdari is to tell you the reason why you are working on a project, what you are trying to solve. Now, you're not working on that project because that is what David wants, or that is what Kemi wants, or that is what Ranjit wants. No, we are not working on this project because of those things, but rather we work on this project because we want to solve a problem. All right. And in this case, what were the problems that Ene tried solving in this project? One, stock out. Okay, overstocking. It could be that they ran out of stock or they had overstock. Okay, and reactive ordering. Last minute urgent delivery. All right, it becomes inefficient for them to get the right product as at when due. Okay, and also limited visibility. So our data scientists had to jump on this project to help this company solve this problem. Okay, and because of these problems that the company were facing, they had inflates in costs. And the company or client that hires them, that brings them in to work for them, get disappointed because what they are seeing weren't what is expected. Okay, so in case when someone asks you what is the work of a data analyst or a data scientist or a data engineer, you can boldly tell them the work of a data analyst or a data scientist or a data engineer. All right, okay. So now in this case, our data scientists were asked to jump into this project in order to help them solve these problems. All right, so what did they do to solve this problem? What were the steps that they had to take in order to solve this problem? Remember, we are still talking about what Ene did differently that made her got the job as a data scientist, right? One, they did data ingesting and cleaning. That we are talking about preparation. All right. All right. So they did data exploratory. Okay. And also they did forecasting of the model. All right. Where they used their tools, they tried to use the baseline. They used the machine learning engineers and regressors and all that to solve the problem. All right. Now, inventory simulation. Okay. They were able to do all these things. And at the end, they used their streamlets to cast the dashboard, basically, to develop a dashboard where informations or reports are being passed in real time. Okay, for planning. All right, so these were the things that our data scientists did in order to solve the problem. Okay, so now the next question you're going to ask is, for people that are new, what is the role of a data scientist in this very project? You've heard what I listed out, right? I'm going to try to also put in the role of a data analyst in this scenario, okay? And the role of a data engineer in this scenario, all right? You may not see it in our PDF file, but I'm going to tell you verbally, all right? Just for the benefit of people that are here, okay? So now, what is the role of this? What is the role of a data scientist in this project? One, they need to understand the business, so that they will know where to come in, right? They did the data ingestion, all right? The pipeline ingestion. They did the feature engineering. They did the simulation. Basically, in general, or in summary, what they do is, excuse me, what they did here is the predictive part of the project. That is the work of a data scientist. Now, if a data analyst is to jump into the same project, what they are going to do is the analytic part of it. All right, they will get the data, still go through the same process that the data scientists did, which is the data cleaning, and then go ahead and connect it to dashboard. It could be the Tableau or Power BI, and run their reports there. Okay, and run their reports there. So that is where the data scientist, data analyst is going to be coming in this project. Okay, analytics part of it, descriptive part of it. All right, they are describing the data. That is what a data analyst is going to do in this project, while the data scientist will do the predictive part of it. That is what they did in this project. All right, so for the data engineers, what they do is to create the pipeline, get the data, where the data is coming from. All right, structure it. Let's say they have different silos of, different data sources. Okay, let's say they have different data sources. Data is coming from different places. They'll be the one to put it together. All right, they'll be the one to put it together and present it or make it available for the data scientists and data analysts. Okay, am I communicating, guys? Am I still communicating? Do you understand? Are you following? Are you following? Thank you very much, Abigail. Thank you, Fagun. Thank you, Ranjit. Are we together, guys? Is it making sense? Is it making sense? All right, awesome. So these are the skills that Ene displayed. Ene showed it out there. Okay. I don't just know how to do Python. I mean, I don't just know how to write Python codes. Okay. I don't just know how to write Python codes. I have used it, and this is a proof that I have used it. So Ene had this in her portfolio, had this project in her portfolio. The recruiters will go over it. All right. The recruiters go over the project that she had in her portfolio. It could be in the GitHub. And luckily, Amdari also have a portfolio platform where you put in all the projects that you've worked on. Okay. Recruiters can see it there. Okay. And you can as well use your GitHub and sell yourself out there. So these are the experience. These are the real hands-on experience that you need in order to get it. I mean, these were the real thing that Ene did, right? That got her the job. Are we together, guys? I mean, I was expecting you guys to applaud Ene. I want to see an applaud, please. Go ahead and applaud her. She did a very good job. All right. And I want to believe that you guys can do it. All right. You can do it. Tell yourself, I can do it. If Ene could do it, definitely I can do it. Okay. So now we are going to be seeing the success story of some people that started just like you. No degree, no CS degree, no previous experience. Probably they just did a training in data analytics or data science or data engineer. Excuse me. All right. So, but today they are here to give you a different story about what they are currently in. Okay. They started as novice. They started as people that do not know their left from their right. But when they joined Amdari, this became their success story. So let's go on to tell you that this is not just only about Ene. Okay. Apart from Ene, we have other people that were able to do things exceptionally. They were able to put in the effort. They were able to show and prove that they did something. All right. So this is Ade. All right. Ade was my consultant. He was under my he was my intern. All right. I was the one that coached him. All right. And these were the testimonies that Ade gave. And this could actually be you. Okay. Ade had no background in computer or IT, but he took few courses on data engineering before he joined the work experience program. I can tell you that right now, Ade is one of the good guys in data engineering. Now, there was something. What did he do exceptionally? Okay. What did he do differently? He put in the effort. He joined Amdari and he gained the real life experience that he needed. Okay. And that was the reason why we have Ade's testimony here. Okay. So you can see that he got interviewed. The session we had really helped me. Now, before Ade went for the interview, he reached out to me, right? He reached out to me. He told me that that he has an interview invite and how is he going to do it? We prepped him. Okay, I prepped him. And when he came back, I asked him how was the interview. And you can see it, all right? That was the testimony that he returned. Okay. Now we have Sheung, all right. Jennifer was his coach. Okay. Jennifer was his coach. And Sheung also landed his job, a job as a data analyst. Okay. Previously with no IT. Guys, these guys that I'm listing out to you had no prior knowledge or experience in IT. They didn't have any CS degree certifications and all that, but they got the job. And what did they do differently? Just as I listed out, the things that I just said now that made them exceptional. Okay, just give me a moment, right? Hello, guys. Please confirm you can hear me. All right. Awesome. Okay, so that is it for Sheung. Okay. Now we have Jerry. Okay. We have Jerry. Jerry also got a job as a data analyst. Okay. Jerry also got a job as a data analyst. Now you can see from Jerry's LinkedIn profile, you can see that Jerry added that he's a data analyst in his profile. Okay, you can see that boldly written there. All right, and Jerry got a job as a data analyst. All right, let's quickly play. I just want to play a short clip so that you hear it from Jerry's mouth. Okay, what he did exceptionally that got him the job. Okay. Let me stop sharing my screen and share that. Guys, are we still here? Are we still together? Are we still here? Please, I need your reaction if you're still here with me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Kindly confirm you can see my screen, please. All right. Okay.
Landing the data analyst role in the UK.
Okay. Did you hear anything? Can you hear the audio? So I tried to play it, but I don't know if you can hear the audio. Did you guys hear any audio? Let me resolve that. Please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Jerry's
So it doesn't.
interview.
So yeah. So before Amdari, right? I'd like to know, because this is like something that most newbies in tech, people transitioning into tech face, right? It's a very familiar challenge, which is the struggle of, the biggest struggle pretty much of a newbie. So I'd like to know essentially, what was the biggest struggle you faced, or the biggest challenge trying to land a job in tech or trying to transition into tech newly?
Okay. So thank you very much for that question, Omawune. So well, for me personally, and to be honest, so the biggest challenge that I would say that I had at that time was relative experience. Like, of course, I know that a lot of people don't have experience, but mine is just experience that interviewers can relate to. That's what I never had at that time and all of that. Yeah. So because back forward to Amdari, so of course I did a couple of some analysis, but not industry related analysis. They were in the academia. And I could remember that a couple of interviews that I attended, and then one of the interviewers told me that he has never seen anybody as passionate as I was when it comes to data, because I spoke at length. But all the project I was given, they could not relate to it. Like they were lost, because these were analysis that I did when it comes to environmental data. This is someone coming from environmental studies, and all the project I was giving them the environmental data, so they couldn't relate to it. So for me, so even when it comes to applying, so one thing I realized that I didn't have at that time was experience that recruiters could relate to, industry experience. And that was actually the biggest challenge. Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Please, can you confirm where you stopped hearing me? Because I don't know, my system started hanging for some odd reason. Hi, Jenny. Are you there? Hello, Jennifer. Okay. Can you confirm where you stopped? Did you see the Jerry's testimony? Please, I would like someone to unmute.
Yes, we got the testimony.
All right. Because I just noticed that I went off all of a sudden. Okay, so yes, that's it from Jerry. All right. I wouldn't want to continue playing that so that we don't take the whole day. Lost you. Yes, actually, that was where it was. Okay, so you still have access to, like I said, please try to fill the form. All right, try to fill the form so that you have access to these very links. Okay, so that you watch the videos and every other thing. All right. So moving on. Okay, let's move on. So we've heard from Jerry, his testimony, right? I mean, his testimonial, that the issue was he didn't have the experience that the recruiters were looking for. Kindly confirm you heard when he said that, please. I need a thumbs up if you heard when he said that. All right, awesome. And remember, Jerry is now working as a data analyst after he joined Amdari. Okay, and Amdari gave him those experiences that made him outstanding. All right. Now, where were we before the plot thickened? Where were we before we started talking about the testimonial part? All right. We stopped at what they did exceptionally. We stopped at what Ene did that made her get the job. Okay. What every other person in UK or Canada that got the job, what they did differently. Okay. And we stopped at the hands-on experience, correct? So now moving on. And from there, we can see, or we can finally put together what can make you exceptional. What can push you out there? That wing that you need in order to fly, right? Because we all need to fly, okay? So one is business understanding. Remember the project, when we're listing out the things that Ene did, we said Ene had the business understanding, okay? Ene had the business understanding. Ene understood the reason why she needs to work on that project or why she's working on the project. Ene understood the reason why the company needed a data scientist. Now you joining or you joining Amdari or having the hands-on work experience is to prove that you understand what you are expected to do. Okay, so now one is business understanding, two is technical competence. Remember the skills, right? We listed out the skills that you need to have as a data analyst, as a data scientist, as a data engineer, as a financial analyst, or as a HR analyst, okay? Not minding your background, okay? Not minding that whether you have the CS degree or not, okay? Another thing is work experience and credibility. Okay, work experience and credibility. Talking about the hands-on experience that they showed out there. Okay, and they were confident. Now, it's different to say I know how to use this, but you've not used it before. There is a big ball game change there. Like when you can talk with confidence, when you say, I've used this and I know how to use it. And you go ahead and talk about how you used it. Okay? So there is a big difference there. All right? And that is what Amdari tries to give to you. And that is what made the people that got the job different. That is what gave them the wings to fly. Okay? They showed that they understand the business need of their skills. They showed that they have the skills. Okay? They also showed that they have the work experience and they are credible. They can prove it. They know what they need. All right? They know how to help your company. They know how to improve your company. All right? So the UK employers hire people who can demonstrate these things. All right? People that got the job demonstrated all these things. And that is why they got the job. Okay? So moving on, I mean, other things that actually gave you the edge. You as an immigrant, you that is there now, what do you need? You are not yet, I mean, you've not gotten the job, right? But what are the things that you need to do? One, let's talk about domain expertise. It does not matter where you are coming from. Okay? It doesn't matter where you are currently at. It doesn't matter where you are transitioning from. There is always a transferable skills that you can use. And that is what makes any immigrant excel. Okay? Adaptability. I mean, we always have this thick skin, right? You're able to adapt. Okay? Language and perspective. Sorry. Mute you. Language and perspective. Multinational UK firms values the ability to understand global markets. Now, you as an immigrant coming into a company, you are not just giving them just UK experience, okay? You are giving them the country where you are coming from. You are bringing in the experience there. You are showing them a global market experience, okay? And now let's say they want to understand how Africa works and they want to start selling their products in Africa. Now, you as an immigrant or in Asia, all right, for those of us that are coming from Asia, all right, you can bring in that experience, okay? You can put in that experience. You know how these places that you're coming from, you know how they function. So you can easily put that in, all right? So the problem solving skills, we've talked about it. I mean, there is this hustling, I need to be on my feet at all times. That is it. That's the spirit for every immigrant there. Okay? And then the diversity of thoughts. You bring in the diversity of thoughts. Please confirm you can hear me, guys. Can you still hear me? Am I communicating? Are we together? Are we still together? Are we still together? Awesome, 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 awesome. So if you have been enjoying or if you've enjoyed this session till now, I need to see your reaction. If the session has been very, very impactful, I need to see your reaction. Thank you very much, Uche. Okay, is it only Uche that have enjoyed the session? All right, thank you, Pine. Thank you, Abigail. Awesome, awesome. That's it, okay? So this is something, this is an eye-opener, okay? This is something that you need to do to be exceptional. These are the things that they did that made them become exceptional. And you also need to do it in order to be exceptional, okay? So more Amdari success stories. We are still gonna see some. Now we have Temi, all right? Like I said, when you join Amdari, you get your LinkedIn revamped, okay? And by revamping your LinkedIn, recruiters are going to reach out to you big time. They will be the one rushing you, okay? Because we know what they need. We try to set up your LinkedIn so that it will beat up what is needed out there, okay? So, Temi, sorry, also was huddling with the lack of experience thingy until she joined Amdari, and eventually she got a job as a data analyst. Okay, and Temi got this job while still interning. Yes, guys, we have people that got the job while still interning, and we have people that got the job after interning. All right, we have people that got the job while still interning, and we have people that got the job after interning with us. And here is the thing, okay? Even after you are done interning, we will still prep you. Okay? When you reach out to us, because we have our alumni forum, when you reach out to us, like I had a prep with someone today, this evening. He was an intern. He interned with us. He's an alumni. All right. And I prepped him. Now, when I was prepping him, the way he was responding, my shoulder pad was up. To be frank with you guys, my shoulder pad was up. Reason was because he spoke in line with what a recruiters needed. What the recruiters needed. Okay? He was able to express himself confidently. Now, remember what I said earlier on. When you are talking based on what you read, and when you are talking based on what you know, there is a big difference between that. There is a big difference between them. Okay? So, and the guy I prepped today was talking out of experience. Okay? He was talking out of the experience. So, that's it. Okay? Also, we have Francis. Francis got a job as a data scientist. Okay, he got a job, sorry, as a data analyst while still interning with us as Amdari. Okay, as an intern. All right. Now, here's the biggest challenge. Okay, here's the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge many candidates face is credibility. Okay. Fine and good. You've done this experience. You have the hands-on experience. Now, who is going to vouch for you that you actually did it? And for many of you that have had interview invite, or you applied for job, they will always ask you for reference, correct? Please, I need a thumbs up if I'm communicating right. All right, thank you very much, Chichi. Thank you, Ranjit. Thank you, Pina. Yes, they will ask you for reference. They need you to prove that, oh, they need someone to prove to them that you actually did it. This is not just you talking. You are talking out of experience. Fantastic. But is there someone there to back you up? Is there someone there to agree with you? Is there someone there to kind of support you to say yes, that you used it, that you've done this? Okay, so that is what Amdari also brings to the table. We give you 2 years reference later. Okay, you are when you join the Amdari internship program, you are eligible to have 2 years reference later. Okay. Many candidates have the skills, but employers, especially in the UK, often can't verify. So you need something to verify. You need somewhere that they need to verify that you actually had this very experience that you claimed to have. Okay. So, all right. We also have Tony, sorry guys. We also have Tony, who got a job. Okay, who got a job. I think I also have the video here. I'm just going to briefly play it so that you see where she talked about this reference letter. Okay, how the reference letter helped her to be outstanding. How, because of her reference letter, she was given a second look. Okay. So I'm going to play that now because it's important we hear that. Okay, just a moment. Okay, just a moment. I need to stop sharing this. And so guys, it's actually in the slide. All right, it's actually in the slide. So please, like I said earlier on, try to fill the form. Okay, try to fill the form so that you will have access to it. I don't know if there is any question before we continue. Is there any question? Any question before we continue? Before I play Tony's okay, please. Okay, I'm not seeing any hands up for any question. Maybe you guys have your question later on. Okay, so I'm going to play that now. Can you confirm if you hear it? Did you hear anything? Was it audible, guys? Okay, no. All right. Let me try to share that again. I need to share the entire window. You still can't hear it? Oh, that's serious. Okay. Okay, Jenny, can you help me from your end? Because I don't know why the audio is not playing. Hello, Jennifer. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Give me a few minutes.
Okay. For some odd reasons, I don't know why that's not playing. Hi, Jenny. Did you get it? All right.
Yes, I'm on it.
Oh, okay. All right. Kindly please help us share that. Just the part she talked about the reference later. Okay.
Sorry, guys, have the meeting ended? Have the program ended or what?
Congratulations on landing the job as a project manager.
It feels very good, and I feel very happy and elated to see that the hard work that I put into the program paid off eventually. I know coming from background in aviation and then also going into project management, I wanted something more structured, something that I could work with, something that I can build my career on. And then that was why I actually decided to do the project management. I know I've been in planning, I've been doing it using experience basically and what I could learn on the job. So it wasn't very structured. So I wanted a situation whereby I would get a structured learning tailored to the way I tailored my answers, just like I said, towards all the questions they were asking me on coordinating and all those, and then using all the technical tools. Using all the technical tools that I've learned at Amdari, using them and all those. So it was pretty good. And then the reference too from your hand was pretty tight, because they actually had to mention it, that my references were hair tight, that they were actually considering 2 people, but my references actually nailed it for me.
Amazing.
All right.
That glad.
Okay. So guys, you are still going to have access to the slide, like I said earlier on. Okay. So basically, I just wanted to play that part so that you hear from the horse's mouth what the reference helps you to do, or how our reference helped her to get the job. Remember, we are talking about how can someone who is going to verify, who is going to prove to us, who is going to back you up. Okay, that is what Amdari did for her. Okay, so moving on, this is the reference letter that she was talking about. Okay, Amdari will give you the reference later when you request for rate. Okay, then so now here's the thing, right? You are going to tell me that I have learned the skills, but I don't have work experience. So recruiters don't trust me to hire me. Okay, you've done the training, either self-taught or you used YouTube, or you went for training, or you did whatever you did back then. Fine and good, but recruiters do not trust you. So what are you going to do? Okay, Chichi, where and how do I gain this work experience? I know, guys, for the African guys, I know you know this guy, you know this person here, right? You know this person, and he's wondering, how is he going to do it? Okay, how is he going to do it? I've done the training, what next? How do I gain this work experience? And that will make me to introduce to you again, Amdari. Okay, I was thinking I will see a drum roll. Drum roll, da, 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 da. Welcome to Amdari. Okay, so that is what Amdari does here for you. Okay, that is what Amdari does here for you. We help you to rebrand you. Okay, we help you to rebrand your career. Okay, you've done the training, but you do not have the experience that recruiters need. Okay, remember, I did not say want here, I said need. And reason is because they need you to prove to them that you have access to, I mean, you know what you are coming in to do for them. Okay, so interns, package, apply, all of them will give you words, will give you something, right? So now we have the Amdari and we have the rave, Amdari rave. All right, we have the Amdari rave. And what does Amdari rave means? It means remote apprenticeship virtual experience. So it is fully remote. Okay, it is fully remote. Nobody is asking you to come to the office. This is work experience. Here, you are going to be treated as a worker. Okay, and also, guys, we do not see our interns as interns. We do not call them interns. Rather, we call them consultants. All right, we call them consultants. And reason is because we do not want you to feel like someone that is interning, but rather we want you to feel like someone that is consulting. Am I communicating, guys? Because that is also a morale booster. To me, I think that's the major reason why we call you guys as consultants. What we regard our interns as consultants. It serves as a morale booster. So that when you are talking to the recruiters, you are not going to be talking to them as someone that did intern. No, but rather you're going to be talking to them as a consultant. Am I communicating, guys? I need your thumbs up if I am. Please confirm you can still hear me. All right. Thank you very much, Adeola. Thank you, Ranjit. Okay. So Amdari Learn, your number one shortcut. Now we have Amdari Learn platform. Okay. We have Amdari Learn platform where you are going to be seeing all the things that I just listed out here. Okay. Let me quickly open that. Let me quickly open that. I just want to quickly show you so that I'll just glance through it. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing and present that. Okay, I'm just going to log in. So I just want to briefly show you guys what the platform looks like. Okay. Why? All right. For some odd reasons, this is not coming up. Okay, this is not coming up. But basically, once you join, all right, once you join, let me see if I can fix this. Let's see if I can fix this guy here. So that I just want to briefly show you what's so basically you just pick up any of this thing that influences you. It could be this very session that you're having today that influenced you to join Amdari. Okay. Let me go ahead and update my profile. Okay, awesome. All right, so this was what I was trying to say. When you join Amdari, you're going to have access to all these things here. Okay, you're going to have access to this. We have the dashboard, we have the internship. Now, people that are currently interning with us, all the things that they do basically is here. Okay, this is where they get their project. This is where they work on their task. This is where they see their works. All right, the video recordings for each session that they have. This is where they're going to be seeing it. You can see the platform, right? You can see the interface. So this is the IMS part that they uses for the internship. All right. Now this is a job board. Remember when we were talking about, and we said that she utilized the job board, right? So this is the job board that she utilized that she used to apply her jobs. Now, apart from this job board, you can as well use your LinkedIn. You can use any other platform, but we have this specific platform for our interns. Okay. Now, remember I talked about portfolio, right? So this is the portfolio that you're going to build that you can share with your recruiters. All right. Now we have the projects. These are just self-paced projects that you can work on your own. All right. We have the learn. Okay. So this learn here, we have crash courses. All right. Maybe as a data analyst, you've forgotten some stuff about Tableau. You can always come back here and do them. All right. You can always come back here and do them. Now we have the live hackathon. If there is any live hackathon, you're going to see it there. We have the blog and all that. So yes, that is it for our Amdari platform. Like I said earlier on, fill the form that is being shared with you so that this slide will be sent to you. Okay. So let's go back to our. Let's go back to this guy here.
Where's the form?
Okay, Jenny, can you try to drop it again? Please drop the form again so that people that haven't filled the form will go ahead and fill it. Awesome. So yes, now this is what you're going to be having when you join Amdari. We also help you to package your CV. Remember the CV revamping, the LinkedIn optimization. Now you also have the mentorship session that holds every Thursday. as I am having this session with you guys here, there is mentorship session going on. All right. There is a mentorship session going on. Where you have the career coach come to speak to you, tell you how to sell yourself better, tell you what is needed out there to be exceptional. Okay. Then we have the interview prep, like I said earlier on. You're going to have your prepping. You saw where Ade said that the prepping we had with him was very, very awesome, right? And then you have the job reference, like I showed you already. Then we have the on-job support. Even after getting the job, if maybe you have a blocker, you can always reach out to your specialist. Like we have an open door, all right, to assist you. Okay, so those are the things that comes with the package when you join Amdari. Okay, now Amdari job board, you can apply remote job from the LinkedIn, Glassdoor, FlexJob, GitHub, Remote OK, Indeed. All these places are the place you can use your platform to apply for jobs. All right, you can use your experience to apply for jobs in these places. Am I still communicating, guys? Can you still hear me? Are we still together? Please, I need a thumbs up if you're still here with me. All right. Thank you very much, Betet. Thank you, Ranjit. Okay, so the employability skills that you're going to be gaining when you join Amdari. I already listed them out. Okay, the LinkedIn optimization, the CV review vamping, then how to navigate the job market. Now, that is the mentorship part, okay? We are going to be showing you how to navigate the job market, all right? The interview preparation, you're going to be having that as well. The mentorship session, the job reference later, I talked about it, and also the on-job support, okay? You're going to be having all that. So, now, when you join this Amdari, what happens in there? Apart from all the things that are listed, that we are kind of the prompts around it, what happens inside when you join? How do you gain this work experience? Okay, all right. Stakeholders meeting. We're going to be having stakeholder meetings. Okay, client feedback. You're going to be getting that. Real business challenge. You're going to be working on real business challenge. Your specialist to get to review your work and give you feedback. Okay, then also you are going to be working on real tools. All right, if it is the AWS, you're going to be in the AWS platform. They're going to show you how to use the AWS platform. Real collaboration, you are going to be working with other team members. All right, we have the cross-functional projects. Yeah, we have the cross-functional project where data analysts work with data engineers, data scientists, the project manager, the business analyst. They work cross-functionally. Okay, you're gonna see it real life there. Now imagine when you are talking to a recruiter after experiencing these things, you see that the difference will be there, right? The difference will be clear. Okay. Then we have now this internship spans for 4 months. All right, it spans for 4 months with a job reference later of 2 years. Okay, you're going to be getting 2 years job reference later. Okay, but the internship spans for 4 months and it is intensive real project work. That is what you're going to be working on. That's what you're going to be doing for that 4 months. Okay. So guys, how many of us are ready to join us? I want to see a thumbs up if you're ready to join us. Join into the wagon. You want to be exceptional. You want to get this thing that will make you different. Okay. I've been talking for like over an hour plus, all right, to tell you the need for something that will make you different. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. So our next cohort is starting 7th of February. All right. Our next cohort is starting 7th of February. Now, when I started, I said, for those of you that are going to stay till the end, there is something that we are going, there is something that we are going to be giving you guys. Okay. So now here is the thing. All right. Normally, this package is for £500. Okay, it is for £500. However, we are running discount currently. We are running discounts for people like you that are here till the end. Okay, and instead of 500, you get to pay £390. Guys, I want to see your, I thought this is something good, right? It's something good. It's something good. Awesome. So instead of £500, you are putting back, you are saving £110, okay, to pay £390. Now, all these career experiences are all here for you. You can go for data analytics, data science, data engineering, project management, business analysis, and cybersecurity analyst, ethical pen testing, and all that. We have that here for you. Okay, so you can pick any of them. I'm going to quickly play a video, all right, on how to make your payments, okay, and also the payment plan. Now, let's say you don't want to pay the whole £390 at a go. We have chances for installmental payments, okay? So, let's see this. Okay, so I'm going to play this video. Please, was it audible? Did you hear anything? Did you hear the audio? Still no. Okay. Let me try something else and see if it's going to play. You hear the audio now?
Hello. So today I'm going to be walking you through how to secure your internship.
Please, did you hear the audio? Was it audible now?
Hi, Chichi. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
Through the Amdari platform. So first things first, click on the link that has been shared with you and navigate to the internship programs. When you do that, you'll be brought to this page. Just simply click on apply for internship. From here, you'll be brought to a page that has all the programs we currently offer. So click on the program that you're interested in. For the sake of this demonstration, I'll click on apply for internship with the data analytics track. Just click on apply now. You'll be brought to this platform. And the reason why you're brought here is because you currently do not have an account with Amdari. So just simply click on sign up for an account. From here, put in your details. Just put in your details. Your phone number is not compulsory. Okay. Okay. Let me see. What did I put there? Great. Okay. Now click on I have read the terms and condition and then create account. Passwords do not match. Let me see. Why is that the case? Okay, I missed one. Okay. Now click on create account. The OTP will be sent to your email. So let's just see. An OTP will be sent to your email. Let's see. I'm waiting for mine to come. Great. That's come.
Hi, Chichi. Are you there? Hello everybody. Let's give Chichi a few minutes. She's probably having network issues. So let's just give her a few minutes to join back. Hello, so just give me 1 second. I would share the video right now while we wait for Chichi to get back.
Hi, Jennifer. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know, for some odd reason, whenever I start playing a recording from my end, my system starts hanging. I mean, this is just new.
Okay, I would share it now.
All right. Please help me play that from here. You can start from where you guys stopped hearing from my end, okay? So that we don't take time.
All right.
Jennifer, we can't hear you. We can't hear it.
I'll just leave it at February cohorts, but depending on the
Okay.
cohort you're interested in, make sure you click on the cohort. You also have the opportunity to select the currency that you want to pay in, either in pounds, USD, euro, or Canadian dollars. So I'll just leave it at pounds. We have 3 payment options: full payment, installment payment, that's 2 times, 3 times. So if you're going for the full payment, you have the opportunity to pay £350. But if you're going for either of the installment payments, you either go for 3 or 2, and you have to pay a total of £390. So let's just go for the 3-time payment so I can walk you through that and apply for discount. From here, you see all your information. If you notice that there's any correction that needs to be made, don't bother yourself. You will make the correction through your dashboard. Don't stress yourself. It's easy peasy. From here now, you get to see your preferred cohort that you selected, your payment plan, and the next day and the next payment date. So because I'm making this on the 14th of January, my next payment date will be exactly 1 month ahead. If you feel like it's not convenient and you'd want to extend your next payment, you have the grace period of extending it to the last day of the month. So instead of 14th, I can now go for 28th of February, which I have done to save. Now from here, you see a breakdown of your payment. Your first payment is coming on the 14th of January. Your second payment is coming on the 28th of February. And your third payment is coming on the 28th of March. So this is just you confirming all your details. That's the essence of this page. Now, do not click on remove discount. Please don't do that if a discount is currently running. If you click on this, you're going to have to pay the full payment. So click on I can confirm that my information is correct and I have read the terms and condition, and pay now. You'll be brought to this page where you're expected to put in your card details. So I'm just going to put in my card details. So this is a dummy data. That is why I can do it live. So don't stress yourself. Okay, now where are you located? Simply Okay. And then E. When you do this, you'll be brought to this page. From here, just simply click on go to dashboard. So it's on your dashboard, like I mentioned earlier, that you have the opportunity to make any correction that needs to be made. Now, you pick the program that you're interested in. We have data analysis. Because that's what I clicked on earlier. Also click on your skill level, your country of residence. So I'm going to select your country of residence. Select your gender. I'm a lady, so female. Now, how did you hear about Amdari? Did you hear about us through our ads, our LinkedIn, our Twitter, or through your friends and family? So for the sake of this demonstration, I'll just use friends and family. And then select the session that influenced your decision. So it could have been our Thursday or Friday career session. It could have been our Saturday info session, our clarity session, or none of the above, right? So for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to click on clarity session. Now, what influenced your decision to enroll for this internship? You have the opportunity to type that out. If you don't have anything to say, don't worry, you can leave it like that. And then if you have a referral code, you impute your referral code. Since I do not have, I'm just going to leave that like that. Complete setup. Now my dashboard has been created. So from here now, I'm going to just take you to the billing page because I want to show you something. The billing page, you have that opportunity to see everything around your payment. So today you paid £130. The total amount you're supposed to pay is £390. So the total amount you haven't paid is £260, and the total overdue simply has to do with if your payment, the day for your payment comes, and you have not made your payment, you will see that number will show here. If you come down, you will see that you have made your first payment for the first.
All right. Thank you so much, Jenny, for that. Okay. So let's just quickly round off and get on with this. Okay, so we are still talking. You guys have seen how to make your payment. It's just easy peasy, like she said. However, the instrumental payment, instead of the amount that you saw in the video, you can pay 3 instrumental. Remember, we are paying $390, right? So you can do it 3 instrumental. The first one is 100, okay, and the second one will now be 145. The other one will now also be 145. All right. And if you want to go for 2 instrumental payments, it will be 195 each. Okay. Just like I said earlier on, you can pay full if you want, and you can also pay instrumentally if that works with you. Okay. So are we good? Are we good, guys? Are we good? Are we good? Please, are we good? If we are still here, I want to see your thumbs up, guys. I want to see your thumbs up. All right. Thank you very much, Betek. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Henry. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So that's it. Okay. That's how you can, what you have to do in order to join Amdari, in order to get all these beautiful tips that I have just made mention of. All right. So we still have other success story that you can go ahead and watch and listen to. All right. You can go to Amdari success story testimonial video. You see it there. Okay. In YouTube, we have our YouTube there. You see all these testimonials. You see more about it, how Amdari was able to help them and how they were able to get their jobs. All right. So I am looking forward to a lot of you joining the session in this very, joining the program in this very coming month, which is February. Okay. So if you're going to be there, I want to see your thumbs up. If you are joining us next month, I want to see your thumbs up, guys. All right. Thank you very much, Betek. Okay. It's only Betek that is joining us. Ranjit, Abigail, I want to see your thumbs up if you are gingered to join our program. All right. Thank you very much, Ranjit. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. Thank you very much, Abigail. Yes, beautiful. Okay, guys, like we are rooting for you all. Okay. We are rooting for you all to get this job. Like we said, there is job out there. It is open. All you just have to do is make yourself exceptional. All right? Make yourself exceptional. Now you can book for, oh, okay, awesome, Adiola. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so you can also join. Every other person you can join so that you'll be like Adiola, because I want to believe that she's enjoying the session so far. All right. So guys, that will be all from our end. We can see, like, we have a lot of testimonials that you can go over. This is for someone that got a job because of the reference later that, oh, okay, Adela, oh, okay, sorry, that's a he. All right, awesome. Thank you very much. All right, so you can join to enjoy what he is enjoying. Okay, so why Amdari consultants strive better in the job market? What do we do exceptionally that makes us strive better? What did these people that got the job, the testimonials that we've read so far, what did they do that made them get this job? They worked in a cross-functional team, like I said earlier on. They have mastered the industry tools. Remember, they've gained hands-on experience. They got feedback from professionals that work with them, okay? Because you're going to be having a professional that will work with you, that will put you through, that will always guide you, okay? We call them specialists. So you have those people that are going to help you to ensure that you achieve what you come to Amdari for. Then you have a portfolio filled with real projects, not cargo projects, not YouTube projects, all right? These are real projects that you're going to be having in your portfolio. And above all, you're going to be getting a globally recognized reference later. So guys, that is what will help you to be exceptional out there in order to get this job that we are talking about. All right. So thank you very much for being here till now. Okay. Thank you so much for being here till now. I don't know if there is any question before we call it a wrap. Any question, guys? Do you have any question? Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Henry. Are we all good? Are we good? Thank you, Lunike. Thank you, Adiola. Thank you, Michael. Awesome, awesome. Okay, that means we are all good. Now, if you need any more clarity, please do not hesitate to fill the form, okay? So that people will reach out to you. We have people that are going to reach out to you to get more, pass more information to you or to hear you out. All right, you can book for clarity as well. And then you have a one-on-one session where it will be explained to you better. All right. So that's it for tonight. Thank you everyone for joining. I do wish you a good night's rest for those of you that are in the night session already. And if you're in the day, I wish you a happy day ahead. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And bye, everyone.
Mommy, she sent me your number. Oh.
Thank you very much, Ma. God bless you.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Henry.